I'm Zainab Salbi. I'm the founder and CEO of Women for Women International, a group that works with women survivors of conflicts and post-conflict areas. This year I'm here to report on formal commitments made by Women for Women International, those that included building safe havens for women in conflict areas, women opportunity centers. Those included commercial farming, integrated commercial farming initiatives where we are leasing land from governments and getting commercial buyers to buy food and produce from women farmers, where we're teaching them organic farming and creating co-ops and distributing the land and connecting them to commercial buyers, and making new commitments where it engages, how do we engage the usage of technologies in conflict areas like Congo or Sudan or Iraq or Afghanistan? How can we enable basic things that we're taking for granted and we're using it every day in America, but it's really not accessible in other parts of the world. So how do we use it to incorporate our own work that talks about monitoring what we're doing, measuring what we're doing, enabling and giving women survivors of wars and much crisis actually the ability to use technology to connect among each other, build safety network for each other, and connect to other women in other parts of the world. This year, I also have the privilege to be a member of CGI Lead, a group of about 30 people, all under the age of 45. President Clinton is generously calling us young. We are from different sectors and from different parts of the world, and we are getting together on how do we choose one commitment where we actually make a real dent in the world and change both the debate about the issue as well as create alternatives and models that are measurable and scalable for the world to consider. So what we chose is to focus on the refugees issues. There are 43 million refugees in the world. 80% of them are women and children. They're living in dismal situations and standard of living that it should not be acceptable in today's world. With my fellow CGI Lead, we decided to zoom in and take one camp in the Democratic Republic of Congo and create a model refugee camp that addresses energy issues, that addresses educational issues, and economic sustainability issues. So we're looking actually of what are the innovations that are out there that we can take to scale and we can make sure that we're measuring its impact. Things as simple as solar lights can increase the lighting by 3 hours a day, and that has direct impact on education for the kids and security for the women and the kids. Things about how do we go to the private sector and say, how can you invest in building economic opportunities to displaced population? I'm wearing products made by Kate Spade, outsourcing to women in Bosnia and Afghanistan to make products. So we need partnership with the private sector. And we're looking at how do we do a comprehensive way of education that incorporates social and emotional learning. So we're taking a big issue and zooming in on how do we create a model refugee camp where others can replicate, where we all can replicate and to take to scale. And we're picking up the hardest country in the world that is facing perhaps the worst crisis, which is the Democratic Republic of Congo, and saying we're not afraid of going to that hard place. And how do we create a model where refugees can have the dignity to live decently?